All, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video. My name is Sumer, and today what I would like to talk about is micro frontends and how we used micro frontends to basically help one customer modernize their application stack from the legacy code to a more modern approach. So before I actually talk about the customer use case, I just wanted to give you guys a very brief overview of what actually micro frontends are. So think of micro frontends as microservices of the front end application. Normally what you would do is in a typical web application, sorry, my bad. Yeah, so in a typical web application, you would always have the front end, which is distributed in all the different sections. Like this could be your menu, this could be the header with the logo, and this could be your main content. This is the main content. So all of this actually can sort of like be broken down into different modules, into different sections, which can work together and form this whole web application. Micro frontend, on the other hand, has a very different mindset. So like I said, think of it as a microservices approach to building your front end application. Now what you can do is, if we take the same example and we tend to break this down into the same sections that we saw, right? Okay, this is going to be the header and everything. So in a micro frontend approach, what you're trying to do is you are distributing all the sections of your web application, and these sections can basically be acting as their own front-end apps. These are own front-end apps which are all tied up together into this one single wrapper, and then they work in simultaneously with one another. This is the major base level concept of how to how a microservices front end micro front end applications basically works. The other best approach about utilizing a micro front end is that now what you can do is you can distribute this throughout the different teams. Like for example, this particular portion can be dealt with by team A, which is more accustomed to writing content on, let's say, an e-commerce website, any product that you're trying to sell. It writes the main content, it handles the main content part of it. This particular team is basically responsible for maybe image optimization, image processing and everything. This particular team would actually be handling the navigation, right? So, and this particular team basically handles the all of the core script files and their management and to update them. So basically the best part, like I said, is that you are breaking the teams, you're basically breaking your front end application into smaller front end nodes, which can then be distributed to different teams. So you're actually running specific separate front end apps which are all accumulated all together into this one big wrapper, which is your front end application itself. They all work together simultaneously, and that's how your front end application basically is able to talk to all of these different modules and work in this very synonymous manner. Now on to the use case that we had. So we had a customer one time where their whole application was oh, let me put that back to 100%. Actually 100% is too much, but you know what, yeah, okay. So basically what this customer was trying to do is that their whole application was on legacy, and they were not ready to do a modernized development parallel to the already one that they have. So the best strategy that we went with was that we can utilize a micro frontend structure where the legacy code and the updated code would actually be working together. So for example, in this particular case, the legacy code was actually on PHP, and what we did was we created a more modernized code using Node.js, right? So and React. So basically we merged both of those stacks all together, and slowly and gradually we started replacing the legacy code module by module and introducing those modules as micro frontends within the application itself. For example, what we did was the base navigation was actually handled within PHP, but whenever any user used to click on any particular link, the page that was actually getting loaded was actually built on Node plus React. What this allowed us to do is simultaneously and bit by bit modernize the application while the customer is still using the application on the production, and all the operations were working fine and simultaneously all together. The other best approach with this particular scenario was that both the PHP team and the Node team were synced together, since both of them eventually were working on this one single application, and both of those teams were having their own individual tasks, but they were having collaborative tasks as well. And thus we were able to, slowly and gradually, bit by bit, as we were moving along with all of the modules, we were converting them into Node. Like for example, we eventually brought the Node, the navigation part into Node.js as well, and the pages, which were some of them were on Node and some of them were on PHP. Slowly and gradually, we started replacing those pages as well. This goes up to the processes of data manipulation as well. For example, PHP was using MySQL to store its database, and Node was actually using Postgres to store its database. So in the beginning, we were basically managing two databases all together, but once the migration was actually completed, we migrated MySQL completely to Node.js. And for this, my bad, not Node. We migrated it to Postgres, and eventually we had to cut our ties off with the legacy app. So this was a very fun project that we did. It was a big project. Took a lot of time because of the application scope itself. But it really helped me, mitigate to a concept of micro frontends, and I understood like what are the actual benefits of working in a micro frontend environment, and how you can actually use that to basically be able to modernize your application while still using the same application on the production environment as well. So let me know in the comment section whether you guys have any questions or have any suggestions or any concerns regarding this particular structure or this particular architecture. I would love to answer them. Also share your feedback in the comment section as well, letting me know how you like the video, would you like to change something on this or not, and whatnot, and all the other things as well. This was Sumer. This was fun to do. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.